Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the featured contracts. And today's contract, more deaths in the family, set in Dartmoor. And today's contract has been supplied to us courtesy of Rhymes YT. So today's briefing, the Carlisles are threats to the ICA, so take them all out. So a nice simple one, hopefully coming up. So for this challenge we have 5 targets available, all of the Carlisle siblings. There are no stipulations on what we wear or how we kill any of them, so we can have some fun. So for this challenge today I have decided to bring with me my ever trusty lockpick, a gas grenade in a briefcase, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat we are going to retrieve our briefcase, and we're going to make our way onto the Carlisle property via the gap in the wall. So we're going to approach the main gate off to the right into the bushes, and beyond the bushes we find the gap in the wall, and we can then scoot across the stream to our right and into the bushes beyond. And up here ahead of us we will find to our left a gardener. So if we throw our briefcase at the wall very quickly there, we will attract the gardener's attention. He will come over to investigate, and we can then get behind him and render him unconscious. Just be aware that he does turn his head quite a lot, so make sure you're directly behind him or he may spot you. So once we have him unconscious we can drag him into the bushes, take his outfit, retrieve our briefcase, and we're going to remove the gas grenade from the briefcase and then replace it back in, and that will activate the gas grenade. So once we've done all of that we need to make our way around to the greenhouse. So we're going to scoot around the edge of the property here to avoid the enforcer patrolling guard, and we're going to make our way directly to the greenhouse. And once there we're going to acquire ourselves a number of items. So once we make it round to the back of the mansion or the property, we can see the greenhouse in the distance, and we're going to make our way there via the pond in the center of the garden. And the reason for that is that on this ornamental pond we will find, once the enforcer has moved away, once she has her back to us, we can grab the wrench. And once we have the wrench we can then continue on to the greenhouse, and we're just going to see which direction the guard goes. If he goes the way he has, we can go in through this door. If he comes towards us we can go through the side door. But once we're inside the greenhouse we're going to approach the apparatus there. We're going to grab the 2 flowers, fix the apparatus, and apply the 2 flowers to the apparatus and retrieve our little gift of a couple of vials of lethal poison. So they will come in handy later on. So once we have our poison in hand we can exit the greenhouse, and we're going to make our way back the way we came, and we're heading round the side of the mansion once again, and we're going to acquire ourselves a new outfit and make our way into the building and start approaching and eliminating our targets. So once we get round to the side of the mansion here, we get to the side door, we're going to duck in through the bathroom window here, collect up the soap from the countertop and throw it just on the floor by the window. You can use your briefcase if you wish, just make sure you pick it up again before you get in the closet provided, and await the arrival of one of the guards from the side door who heard the soap, and they will come and investigate. And once they pass us we can then exit our hidey hole, render them unconscious, We're going to collect up their gun. We don't want to leave any evidence in this room, as we will be coming back to this room later. So we're going to take our unconscious friend here, hide him in the closet. We're going to take his outfit and retrieve our briefcase once again. So now we're ready to take on our targets. So we're going to select our gas grenade remote and make our way into the meeting room, or the large lounge sort of area here. We're going to approach this gentleman on the couch and trigger our gas grenade. He's going to get sick, and he's going to make his way to the bathroom we've just vacated. And we're going to follow him there. So once he goes in there, he's going to go and be sick, and as you probably suspect, we are going to dunk him into the lab. So there is one of our other targets over in the background there. And you may be wondering, in all of this, once we've killed Mr. Carlisle here, why I'm not using the chandeliers. And basically I've seen so many videos and challenges and contracts where the chandeliers are used that I've decided not to use them at all. So once we have Mr. Carlisle out of the way and drowned, we are going to make our way over towards the kitchens, and in the kitchens we will find ourselves a couple of propane cylinders. So instead of chandeliers, we're going to blow a few people up. So we're going to take the first propane flask, and we're going to place that in our now empty briefcase, and then collect up the second of the propane cylinders. We're now going to make our way back to the area where we drowned Mr. Carlisle. You see the routes I'm taking, it changes, it varies basically because of the butler. The butler is an enforcer, so just be aware when you're running between areas, the butler is around. So we're going to go and take out the youngest Carlisle by throwing the propane cylinder at his chair just by the fire, and then we're going to take our second propane cylinder and just throw it over by that counter over there. This young lady is going to take our briefcase away, but we're not worried about that because we don't need it anymore. So once we have both of our propane cylinders in place, we're going to make our way back to the youngest of the Carlisle siblings, where there is a set of stairs. We're going to make our way halfway up those stairs, locate the propane cylinder that is now leaking, and wait for our target. And that was quite a landing. So if the explosion didn't kill him, the broken neck definitely will. So once we have taken out the youngest of the Carlisles, we can now make our way fully up the stairs and around to the balcony above the meeting room area. And if our target is in position, we can then detonate the second gas cylinder. And that is 3 targets down with 2 to go. And the last 2 will be the poison kills. So we're going to make our way back down the stairs now, and we're going to apply poison to a couple of glasses. So we're going to make our way into the dining room, where we will find the second Mr. Carlisle, the one I refer to as the weedy one, or the weak one. He seems a bit unsure, a bit timid. But once he finishes playing the piano, he will move away and make a phone call, giving us the opportunity to poison his coffee on the piano there. At this point we can then move on to our next target, but for the purposes of the video I am going to stick around for the kill itself. You don't need to do this, obviously you can just go straight off and poison the next glass. So 4 targets down with 1 to go. So we're going to make our way across the meeting room and into the museum style room. This is the room with all the animals and, you know, sort of artifacts and stuff like that, like the hunter's lodge. So we're just going to wait here for the target. You can see taking her drink. She's going to move away, and we need to wait for the guard in the back of the room there, because he is an enforcer, which is why we're stood looking at the crows in this display case. So once the target has moved away, the guard should move over to the right. He will have his back to us. Everyone is facing away from us, so we can approach the glass on the table, poison the glass. We're going to move away a safe distance, and at this point, once again, you don't have to wait around. You can go and make your way to the nearest exit and wait there somewhere nice and safe. But for the purposes of the video, I am going to stick around and watch the last of the Carlisle siblings take her last breath. So that's 5 targets now down, and we are going to once again just retrace our steps and make our way towards the bridge exit, which is on the far side of the mansion from where we are. So there we go, one more featured contract taken care of. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.